For us, good evening. Again, the program now. Uduota. Uduota means the heart of the matter, the cocoa of the matter. And so we talk for worry. And they reach you from independent television, Edo State, Nigeria. Every time, every Monday and every Friday like this, we always come here to discuss. Me and my brother, Ifyo Sapon, and many of our people who say they watch us from any part of the world. Now my program with this. Yes, and that one I would say they do dinner every Friday and every Monday. We'll not come again today, and we'll get many issues on Pumat. We'll look at how to formulate good educational policies and how educational policies today affect our economy and all of that. We'll look at, but a very trendy one just this evening. Something just happened. The Supreme Court again don't uphold the sentence of the former governor of Taraba State, Reverend Jolly Inyame, for 12 years imprisonment. Then I want to go put my first, and we'll look at the educational policy of this country and how we'll make them better and all that. My name is Mark Mololo. My people deal with me for us, and of course, you will see day house. You watch us from anywhere. You're very free to call us to make your own contribution to this matter. Your reaction to the sentence of the former governor of Taraba State and the fight against corruption in Nigeria. How you will look at with the win a war against corruption or with the loser vis-a-vis Amnesty International, Transparency International that they don't give us what kind of mark when we say they come like saying they can't join this one. How you will look at? I deal with Irobia Ichoya and then one person when we say Nari researcher and educationist. When it comes to educating the child and child development, he did there, and now one person was very equipped with in terms of education of children and growth from face to face, what you need to do. In fact, now special consultant for that area. And my brother, one of the budding youths in Edo State, he also did with me for us, Ugi Omoriji. So my brother, Icho, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Okay.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Our people for home, now do.
All right, so Icho, I mean you greet people now.
And people for us, I greet you now.
They greet you too. All right, okay. You know, say not too long ago, Amnesty Transparency International give us one kind very bad remark when it's in Nigeria being the most corrupt country in West Africa. But just this evening, this afternoon, the Supreme Court don't affirm the sentence of the former governor of Taraba State, Jolly Inyame, to 12 years imprisonment. So, what will be your reaction with this corruption fight?
You see, for the corruption fight, to an extent, you know, Nigeria as a country, get the way you go say talk, people go say, now this side it is. Get the way you say talk, go say, now this side it is.
Now about talking this side, I be talking the truth.
Talking the
or
truth,
the facts.
Talking the truth for Nigeria is very difficult because the people will not believe in what you talk. Will say you're not there on their side. For example, like Jolly Inyame case with the gift today. If you follow that matter well, me I know saying that's where it will end. But you know, people will benefit from that proceed that time. They go say, why is this young man? Why they talk like this? Jolly Inyame is not wrong now. He's supposed to get freedom now. Those judges not know that they do. But you see, I believe say now message to others. But my fear now say we go feel sustain now.
Who not go feel sustain now? The law they change, the
people
the judges they change,
the people where they interpret the law, which is the courtroom. You know, it gets on judgment where you go see.
No, so to you now, is this a welcome development first, or how you still look at? Because you don't say whether we feel sustain, which means that now something when we say they come like saying I want to they just by do.
Yes, for me, it's a welcome development. But can we sustain this development? Will it continue? Will we improve on it? Or are we going to be said, as in, is it fractional judgment that against certain people, like you go here for paper and everywhere say, now a particular group of people that they harass, and now because this one not support the government, or not, so it's not just Jolly Inyame alone, now in hand in the last 20 or 23 years of democracy, almost from independence. But for me, starting with Jolly Inyame is not bad. But there were other people too who have been in government. And the process of getting this judgment sometimes, they look funny. You know, you go see say the case spend almost 12 years for court. Then the man will still get 12 years judgment to go prison. You know? So it's going to be like the time when these corrupt people, they feel bad with our law is very funny.
But
because of recent, when our journalists and Nigerians, we observe and we see, say, when arrest time reach, medical reports go come. When court time reach, overseas trip for medical checkup, all go they come up. And you know, I believe say person wey take wetin belong to everybody. Those space not supposed to dey for all those kind of trial. They supposed to try speedy trial. Wey be say in 90-30 days. Because before all these allegations come against person, proof suppose don dey ground. Because if, for example, government say this is the jolly ecological fund, if they say we budget this thing for this purpose, then the people know say this thing is not really there. It just be like today I dey listen to one around town. A particular local government for Edo year is owing 12 months salary, which is 1 year.
which local government that one?
Oriomo. And I'm surprised say nobody is even saying anything. Is it that money not come for these 12 months? Or is it that allocation loss? You know? So that kind of chairman, all this go be like say you give space, break, and the rest. It's not. The questions should be asked. Answer. Maybe they see answer and solution. So, Johnny, yes, the judgment welcome, but two major factors I am looking at. Will we sustain this kind of development, or this judgment now for a group of people where the government not like their face? So we must look at all this area, and our judges too must try and beefing up the system.
Okay, if you know you get one thing when they talk about this now television within now people for us, our phone number is 052-290-573. We want your reaction. People also they look the way things they do. We they call our democracy nasty democracy. We just move. Actually, I will come to you. Not too long ago, Uduota, former governor of Abia State, and also the Senate, is it minority leader, minority whip or something? Majority whip. Was sentenced.
Industry appealing also.
To, I will not, but they jail already. Just like the same way this will happen. When this will happen, he can't appeal him, but he did there. Now, this man, the Uduota was a member of the APC, and the state senator. So you know, so say at least small balance on the, even if we some people go fit and say hey now lay down, but at least they don't see a member of the ruling party, so that the state senator also. I
like that question where you throw come. So you know, say we be political discussants, we dey research politics, we dey try to find out why it be like this. And this question where you talk, so I'm very happy. Why? Because when that judgment they give out, we meet ourselves for various parliaments, various forums to say, oh boy, they don't hold one of their members. And person can tell me, say, why you go say not their member? Which day you join them? If they there from the beginning. He not there from the beginning.
They
say him be wrong, go take cover.
Okay.
But they can say, okay, no problem, come. We'll
okay, if I ask you now, which day you did there? Which day say join them? But at least throughout President Muhammad Buhari campaign for second time, you know they with them.
He did with them.
Okay. You know, now, if they ask you today, before you give any explanation, the members of APC for is it Imo State, not PDP, where for Imo State, right now the camp when Uzodima win now, which political party they did now?
The APC now.
Right now, I mean, so
yes.
So if they ask you now, say which political party now or Uduota before you go jail, who they go to?
APC. But you know, I first tell you one thing just now. Say, can we sustain this?
How would that start?
Yes, we don't start that. Can we? Now, in a wide contest, can we? I'm not saying we go sustain that, but the truth of the matter is this: whether you are in party A or any party you belong, if you offend the law, you offend the law. So we must try as Nigerians to first discuss outside the party line. The first thing and the most important thing is say, this man, is he guilty as charged? Not the party commit offense now. Now the individual. So coming, but as Nigerians, as I said, I say some people will benefit from that process. We never see anything wrong in it. People will not benefit, but 90% of Nigerian discussions is jarred towards where their interests, benefit, and co-lies, you know. So who benefits from such a process will say, no, the man was very good. When he did there, he do this, he do that. They're not going to discuss the area where he hold the man now. They're going to tell you the good side of the man. But the law does not look at the good or the bad. It looks at the issue on ground. So that's how I see it.
You have the floor. Make us start from the question when he asked, can we sustain it? It is not a will matter. It is the law. Yeah, are you say will the law continue to exist in Nigeria? Of course, yes. Jammeh's excuse me, sentence not be the first when they start. It don't tell when this thing they happen. Uzokalu, he did there, he did prison. Waiting he do, court sentence him, he don't go there straight. This man now, he don't go. You see, say he be appeal. He appeal, and he succeeds more. Over 400 and something million, where they be charged and join 14 years. They remove that one. They constantly remove 2 years. Say make it just be 12 years. And it is fine now. He must go there now. However, this is Nigeria. Anything can happen. There could be reprieve later. They might look at the circumstances, look at issues, look at bargain, say plea bargain and all of that. Then they will now mitigate the punishment to say, okay, let's reduce it. Yes, it has happened. Whether it belongs to party A or B, there is a signal. A signal has been sent. It's like they told, they said that when the frog in front falls into a pit, others behind will take caution. They now know that, yes, it is your time. Rule as you wish, but when your 4 years or 8 years is over, you will come and account to the people. And when governance start from that perception, if you come into government believing that one day it will expire, you go behave yourself. But you know, before now, when you become a governor, you are almost a governor for life. If you don't finish, you will go, no, apart from you go day pension, you go from governorship, you will go National Assembly. You will still go spend up to 16 years there. That one not even get time when you will say it expire. As many opportunities as will come. When your 16 years don't expire, you will go another party, go recontest, you will come. It's like almost a life thing. Then while you are there, it's like you have a full cover. But this time around, there's no cover. Immunity is only for the president, the vice, the governors, and the vice, so long as they are in the office. When they get out of power, they become like ordinary citizens, and then they will be tried. And so, the law has taken its full course, and the case has been settled. The man is going to spend the next 12 years behind bars. Message to Nigerians that it is not always
the same.
Uhuru say, I don't get her, I don't get her. Let me do, they will say, do and not do. Now it is time for you to be in power, it's time for you to be in government. You must watch what you say. As a governor, as a deputy governor. Because there's a day of reckoning. Tomorrow will come. All the statements that you make about government and governance and the people will be played back to you. Then you hide your face in shame. However, I know that in Nigerian politics, there is no shame. It's like the dog going back to the vomiters. We don't have shame. Otherwise, certain things that, certain pronouncements when politicians they make, especially when they do government and when they campaign, when they want change to another party, shame for the whole and say, oh, I don't feel go back there, no matter how. I would rather resign. But they will just laugh over it. They will go play golf, drink tea, say, that one are politics. I think say now politics with the play. I see politics not be serious experience. When you think say now politics you they play, now children they play for sand. Politics is about people. In politics you are going to rule. In politics you have professors, you have doctors, you have chiefs, you have traditional rulers that you have to administer justice on, you have to rule them, you have people that are following you. They say, I think say na politics we play, and that's why I talk like this. You are not sure of your facts, you make your noise. You are not sure of what you are doing. You are not even guiding the people who are around you. You do what you like, and then at the end you are looking for, oh, president, give me protection. What kind of protection do you need? When the president says, I cannot guarantee it, it's just like this man, this late Zimbabwe president. Mugabe. He said, Mugabe, he said, there is freedom of speech. You are very free to say what you like. But whether your freedom will be guaranteed after you have made your speech, that I cannot guarantee you. Say what you like now that you are on. But after you have said it, will the freedom follow you? So Nigerians, governors, deputy governors, those who are in politics and you are in position of authority, be very careful, because the law is watching. Even when Nigerians may not speak up, but the law one day will catch up with you. When did this one happen now, this Yamen's offense? He entered, was it 1999 to 2007? Yes. He left there over close to 12 years.
But the case has been on.
But the case has been on. It doesn't matter. The case has been on. But it's finally led to rest today. And the court has made the pronouncement that he must go and spend the rest 12 years behind bars. No further appeal, is there?
Yes, no.
No.
Even this man, I think Jonah Jang, right?
Yes.
They don't see tell that one say he get case to answer.
Yes.
And he still get to do this show of ecological fund. What we say they do. If I took my mind back small, the Abia State governor, yes, he just pay state government money directly into slot, into company account. So the thing is, why are we so heartless? Okay.
You see, where get the courage?
Where I don't know. Yeah. It be like say that particular honor can't tell us one day for his program. Say, you don't know with I bet you do hear that day. You don't know waiting will be whether God create us.
No, so long.
This is public trust, public money,
yes,
public fund. Some people on Thursday, yeah, was it Thursday? A bit today? Could have been on the 4th. They do World Cancer Day. Some people in Orion, some people in Akoko Edo, some people in all those tick villages, they get some of these
relief material.
not relief material. We call them all these terminal ailments. Nobody they help them.
Yes,
they did die for hospital anyhow. I don't see where they tell somebody how much they will treat this cancer thing. The man just cry. Can the pikin go wait till the pikin go die?
Yes.
Then you. This same money, when we say either in form of security vote or one thing, if they are available, you just pack them, build estates, buy houses for abroad, they fly private jets, and at the end of the day, you carry your children go Harvard, carry them go this one, my daughter did for this one, if your daughter want do party, you go put her for a party, your daughter go do party for plane, this one, just because of say, they put you for what? Public trust to not be saying that you get sense pass for this country.
Not be
saying that you get sense pass, not be saying that you no book pass. People just decide say first among equal, just sit down here. We choose you, hey, represent us. You just turn out to say now your own family. My brother, where we come from?
You see, I did here when my brother Eholo, One Love Foundation talking about this, whether or not God really creates us. To a very large extent, we need to look for answer to that question. Today, like my brother just say, only in talk, only in cause say, well, this is Nigeria. I mean, you know, yeah, just now when you talk, I said, this is Nigeria. Anything can still happen. At the same time, we go blame politicians. But our political process, they involve everybody.
If you say we blame politicians,
no, I say
the question that they ask now is
they blame politicians.
The only Nigeria they play politics.
I will get them, my brother. They call. I say we they blame. It's just like politicians as it is. Now one set of people. Voter, now they decide whether you even play politics or not. Society, Now go say, now this one we go prefer, which is a game of now everybody. Now, you will notice, say, somebody who has been given public trust, he know they live up to expectation. The who is who in the society will say, now welcome development. Is doing. They're going to tell you, say, the things with me and you never see. They'll say, they have signed up the MOU. Very soon, containers are coming. Or you both don't day air NAS with the Chinese people. They are, in fact, Lagos don't full now. Nowhere for the China people to from Lagos to reach Benin or something. You know, our people deceive us and we accept the deceit. When this man was governor, people were in House of Assembly who were supposed to check the government, who would have been able to also say, no need to come wait for these 24 years before you can't go prison. We will impeach this governor. See why and why we want to impeach her. If they get ahead. So, the society, that question Eolo asked us that day, we laugh. Who really creates all of us? So a group of people can hold the society hostage. Not be Lagos Road. People, they shout every day for these states, even for our station. Nobody they enter farm for Ronigbe again. No. Nobody they enter farm for VI again. No. Who is reacting? So we all be like people where we say they wait for the day. Oh, very sorry. Oh, now so you call. Oh, very sorry. Now very sorry organization will they practice for this country. Do we need to wait for somebody who stayed in office for 8 years that was not impeached? And we know why they're not impeached. Because some people were leaking part of that thing. But today now one man is suffering. You know, all of us need to sit down and ask ourselves critical questions. Not be about party now. Put party aside. Everybody is deceiving all of us. And we accept the deceit. People work for council 12 months. They not pay. If not for man around town. In fact, when they talk out today, they asked one of my friends, you sure is that possible? He said, but man around town, no, you carry talk that kind of thing now. So even for Christmas, New Year, and those people, they get family. And you want that kind of man, if he did counsel, to be a very honest man. So,
Rachel,
where we did? Well, where we did, in Nigeria we did. Now, so things they happen. But thank God, say, we know they live in isolation. Nigeria belongs to Committee of Nations. The entire world is watching. You know, say, we down, we be like a country where people hold remote now. They check us, they direct our affairs. That's why I turn the sweet now. Before government go even do anything, I go look back. Hey, what will the international committee say? That's just it. For example, you see this money when they talk, over $421 billion now, that Bacha loot, when you put for
$360 million.
Dollars. As he carry on, they say they don't get them. They want to bring it back now for Nigeria to development. They can say Nigeria must identify what they wanted that money to do. No, they will not return that money until they know what Nigeria will want to use it for. Nigerian government has just said that they want to use it for that Lagos-Ibadan expressway. They want to build road now with that money. And if you even like, you can rename the, what is it called? I was the one suggesting that if I were in a position, supposing me the position where I will fit talk, what thing will happen for them, maybe for say, make them call that road now, Loot Road. So that generations unborn, when they come back, they will say, why did they call this road Loot Road? They will say, one ruler will carry that money, go overseas country, he can't die. They can't bring the money, come back. After 20 years, now that money, now they take build this road. So that's what they are telling the Nigerian government now, that yes, you will have the money, but we must see what you want to do with that money. I think that is a beautiful one. That is a beautiful step. In when they say you are fighting corruption, let us see the effects of the fight.
But you know, before we enter the second topic, waiting really pain me for this matter, and most Nigerians call it colors. They first return You know, the Switzerland fair return 322. This one are 312 or 321. 300. But I say Switzerland return 300 something. This one I come on return. This one. They say they use and do social investment. That's the former one. And that the whole Nigeria.
To remove some people from poverty.
Benefit from it.
No,
you
they
understand?
say some Nigeria, they not say they may not benefit.
They say some Nigeria benefit from it. I don't want to talk about whether, make I ask us now, say whether we benefit. You know, somehow, we need to really ask ourselves questions. Will you want to return money? Just like your papa property.
Can't give you condition.
Some people say, oh, the man don't die. Because it's your inheritance.
Yes.
They will come go court. Court go say, okay, the will, now to just sign will, carry your papa document, as his first son or whatever, carry come up. Now they actually say,
what do you want to take your papa?
what do you want to take money do?
Yes.
I hope so you no go spend am anyhow.
Yes.
But,
not just that, they come with they say, okay, the way it be now, civil society, NGO, go monitor how the money to spend am. Whether and that be like say they come release, they go release the money in batches. When they first in tranches, when they first release some, after some time they go check whether they thought they won't take the money enter before they could release it now. Does it not show that trust not there?
You know there. Let me just quickly take it from there. You know where waiting they there. That money when they carry go that side, so as he lost, that money don't lose. So it don't lose. It don't lose. Now the grace of God, then we can say they still feel see and can't trace the money. Then they can't say they go return it back. You know, so when Obasanjo they there, when they fight the battle, when the family of Sani Abacha carry the matter go court, they say they no go release and no win their papa money. They can't negotiate them. No, say they leave about 2 billion for the family. Come bring 4. Now 6 billion I be before. Come give 4 to Nigeria. As they say they want monitor them. It's very okay. Monitor they say they know what they dictate how you want to spend that. But let us truly see. It be like for the education. Maybe when you come there, we will talk about that. This to bear matter when federal government they fund. Now part of the money. Now be that too. You don't say for Nigeria now federal government they fund schools. That's part of that money. But they know they release and give states. They will say if you want take your own share, bring your own catapult fund, then we will match them together. You will carry. But wait till you take that money do, we go see them before you will apply again. Don't be say you can't carry money, go pay salaries. Government is not interested in that. If you owe your then they owe the salary, now government failure be that. But infrastructure, which school you take develop, which adult education you take do, which program you take do, which hospital you take do, we want to see these things on ground because now those things, now the people they benefit, the lowest of the lowest rank, the woman in the rural community, he go fall sick, he will go hospital. The little boy where they born yesterday for far away Maduguri, we don't get school, he go see school attend. They go see food chop for that school when they go. Road, you go see road pass. The farmer will go farm, you go see road, bring in product, come out. These are the things that impact directly on the people. If me they talk now, we go, but I say, at the lament, at the public domain now, the whole world is watching. I will say, I don't benefit from the government. They will say, how? Why are you saying that? Are you not taking good road? Are you not drinking water? Don't you have light? But some of these things are not provided by the individuals themselves. If I were the governor, for example, today, I would say no to water board. I would say no to BEDC. I would say no to Federal Road Maintenance Agency because they have all failed the system. But if we get a monitoring group, when they call a civil society group now, when they know say, now you are concerned. Now so that man for what is it called? Ganduje they do for that note. When you go involve the local people, involve civil society group, involve the youth. Say, this is your government, this is your money. Talk how una will take one. So that is why I say, as government they say they want to spend the money, make agency day where they look at. Not be our papa money, we will call collective patrimony. It not be so. The money was already lost but now we are retrieving it.
Yes.
In 1897, the British, they come Benin, they looted everything. And all the things where they take now, it dey British Museum. You know, say Nigerians, they fight, say, make them return am. They give us condition. I don't know that condition. They come say, they no go return am until we show, say, we will fit protect and what's they call that? Keep those things safe. Everybody's going, how? Now, what is before? They now said, since that time they took them, we have relinquished ownership. But if they are bringing it back, now goodwill, and they want to see it so that our children's children will see them. Because they know say, as they say they made a return, and I go reach Lagos, they will reloot them. Now then they talk about Abacha loot, they say, so that they know we reloot Abacha loot. It will be loot upon loot. We know we can't see where loot go.
The point I tried to make before, we say, if now where things they work, if now normal things,
organized society,
we go come to tell you, see,
the money for not even fair go there. If now organized society we fair there,
exactly,
there would have not been need for our money to go there.
Yes.
So you know, the money where government they wake up to find to borrow and the rest, all this Paris refund and co. Not be one man keep somewhere so.
Yes.
When they don't even know say na him keep am for corner.
yes.
You know, and I not go still blame the people where they talk say they want say how na want to use the money because they too don't shine touch. Look at this one. Now small they take different from that man. Though.
Yes. Yes. The money where they want bring
Now
down.
you know, somebody talk of recent say Nigerians are suffering poverty that they've accepted from their leaders. And they also know say when you return this money and they not use it and do what they want
do. Who you go hold?
who you go hold. Because they go still carry some Nigerian score against them. Stay lie. Una not be the people we help that day. They give me money, I don't start small business. I don't open store. My life don't better.
Yes, thank God.
Thank God. And if they die inside for there.
Yes.
So, my brother, not only the money that will come on, they need to come monitor us too. The kind living we they live here, my brother, is very funny. We too deceive ourselves. Person they tell me some days ago, they do small discussion. He said, how we take the get records for this our country? He said, just call small picking. I say, how old are you? Because what you want to take my age to? He said, they had you do original census in that kind of country.
no, we don't really, you know, say, I asked you that question. One of the conditions of what we make the US ban us.
No record.
Now that record matter.
No record.
And I believe, say, as a government, mostly Ministry of Budget and Plan, or mostly planning.
Okay, we take the plan.
And Ministry of Planning, which is the plan number 1, 2, a very big shame to leaders. You understand? That, for instance, why would they go this, what did they talk? Before now, I can do international passport for you. Go Kaduna, go do another one. Go Kano, go do another one.
Why you want even from here go Kano? You do one here, you can do another one here.
Before now, recently the thing can change.
Contact small.
Contact. Somebody tell me that. Oh, my brother. Shit. Somebody, the dismissal for police for Edo. It goes.
They reassign her.
He apply again. He enter police.
Yes. Yes, it's a.
You understand what I'm saying? No. Then you finish from Rokosa Grammar School. Go there today. When you say Oibo, if you say your pikin finish from College of Western, now one die, pam, 1985. Pray.
Then it will come out.
Like for instance, they know if you just talk. If you know hold the certificate of the school when you go before, the later when you go talk about it, na affidavit.
You know the truth. A pastor still hold his certificate. And the very school, because of no record, because they're not sure say
Now this school for good.
na this school for graduate. So na make I dey always talk say this problem is not just people in government. It's a society problem.
No, see,
all of us share this problem.
Oga, see, let me tell you. When people they talk and they laugh, my brother, if you Savon, thank you. You don't now give me that, now give me this information. Make I tell you one thing. If I say other countries, so you both know say their children the thief. You to say you gonna be thief.
No, why they not? No. They know.
It's a let make them put all those things there. So that anywhere you go always just say somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching you.
They are not different from us.
No, they are not.
They not be say they're experts. Not be they start to do for all that.
See, you just call so. You know, say for here, leadership be like authority. Yes, leadership be like now authority leadership. But the person who becomes the leader is supposed to be the servant. And you know, when you become servant to a people, you go think for them and you go know how to help them guide the way they're supposed to live. No, but for here, our leaders
you know why I want to put that one for one? Because what now see case of Nigeria now. Bible talk one thing. Say because sentence against the wicked, if not for fear all this them jolly yame. When we say they don't the sentence, when we say small.
The next way there, buddy.
You understand? You talk about what we say I not like that time. Yes, true. Where we they get it wrong? Either they go strengthen EFCC. You understand? Maybe they give them more men. Because why? EFCC to the rush, they go court for so many cases.
With no proper
evidence. Not proper evidence, they know they do follow up. So those people will not capitalize on the loopholes for the law.
Loopholes of the law.
Take them out their hand. We'll enter the other side. Okay. Most societies for this world, you know, gaming society want to develop without educational policies. What will be some of the educational policies we'll get for inside this country as an educationist?
Okay. They say country we're ready to grow technologically. Yeah. We're ready to grow economically. We're ready to grow politically. Must embrace education. And so the Millennium Development Goal talk. So and because Nigeria can't be part of that pact, Nigeria can't sign it, say then ready. Then they can say, okay, if you are ready, you must face education squarely. We can't get in 1978, you don't tell, we get a book where they call National Policy on Education. They can't revise in 1981, revise in 1999. The last one we did now, 2013, National Policy on Education, how education is supposed to be for Nigeria. Now that book, they can't spell them out, say, for Nigeria or for our country, now so education was to be. From that 1978 to around 1999, the three system, now that policy recognized. Primary, secondary, and tertiary. But from 2012 now, they can't include what they call pre-primary, before primary. So now 4 system, now you can do now. Now the policy can also specify, say, see why, or see which grade go they do, primary, secondary, and so up they get in control. For 2010 policy operation, they can recognize from 0 to 3 years, pay feed the mama school. And the kind of thing go now, the one they call pre-nursery is caregivers. When you will drop your pikin, mama will go up. But it be like so, but it be like home. That's why government know to focus on that aspect. For that run of the education, government know the fund and government don't get hand for the funding. You can't tell private organizations say, you know, if you carry this one go, and private, now they manage them. But now only recently we come to hear, say government say, if pikin day from 0 to 3, we want to go pre-nursery school or pre-primary school, if he go the regular primary, they will create session there. We know say that one the system we will take time to mature because the teachers we go teach for there, they never trade them. The books and the material when they will use, they never trade them. The people will start that form of education where Maria Montessori we bring and come and say children suppose just learn. If you bring those children come here now, it will be teacher center, it will be student center. You will just drop the begin observing how you want him manipulate the environment, how you want him learn. The teacher only goes the watch, you go the design. Then that one for the pre-primary, not be government, they fund that one, and not government, not the employ teacher, make them go there. School where they do it now private initiative, and they do it. Government can put guidelines, say that form of education is not supposed to be very, very expensive, because they know the to learn book. It's not formal, it's not a formal system. But the organizer comes and say, even that one, now expensive part, because that is the formative stage. And they can divide that into 4 stages. As the child they grow, they will transfer and go this one. They will transfer and go. They will transfer and go. So that the mental faculty will develop. But I will concentrate now on the primary. We government get hand. Primary education now function where they give local government. Say now local government now go they take charge. But now state and federal government now they responsible for the infrastructure. If you see primary school now where they build, now responsibility of the state and the federal to do one. The work when they give local government, if you hear say local government, they cry, say, hey, too much, now just the salary. They say, you pay the salary. Why they talk like that? Because now that won't be the foundation for school. And government not just one level completely in the hand of the local council. Now 4 cardinal objectives, now they there. Reason why then they go the primary. Now 6, they say from the primary, the child will begin to develop mental faculty, it will develop spirit of patriotism, it will develop technological, begin to develop the technical know-how, then it will begin to develop fairness, integrity, and spirit of cooperation. So now this one, now the primary can focus on, they can say the medium of instruction, the way where they will teach for that level, now empty, that is mother tongue. In other words, the language where the mama they speak, they ain't supposed to they use to they teach the child, or language of the immediate environment where they call LIC. Now they will they use. But because they say because of the cosmopolitan nature, in other words, many people, this man come from Delta, this one come from somewhere, me come from Edo, we can't mix. I can't born my Peking, I they speak Esan. This man they speak Yoruba, this one they speak Igbo. Which language they can't use? They can't look for an equivalent. They can't say English. Don't be say the book policy not recognize English as medium of instruction for the first 3 years of the primary school. Now so the policy talk. But today, now English language, then they use, and it has been working very well. The system say now 5 years or 6 years. Then they call this 633. Now don't they hear and sing? Yes. 6334 system means the first 6 years it will be primary school. The second 3 it will be junior secondary. The other one will be senior secondary, and the 4 will be university. But today the policy we can't change them small, because now 5 years and they see now they know the 2 see 6 years for primary school because of pre-primary education. What thing they say may they achieve for the junior school? JS government can say it go there free and compulsory. Free in the sense that no charge at all. But there are 2 type of costs for education. They say direct cost and indirect cost. The direct one be school fees. The indirect one and the food where the pikin go chop, the clothes when you go wear, the books when you go use, the transport when you go take go school. That one will be borne by the children. That's why they say there is no absolute free education anywhere in the world, but it's free and compulsory. Then for the senior, now as they go, after you don't spend JS3, they say from JS1 to JS2 to JS3, the movement will be automatic. Would they hear say some people would they say make them repeat, make the JS1, JS2. The policy not agree. School is not supposed uninterrupted, and so the policy talk. They say uninterrupted school system in the junior. So as the child they move from JS1 to 2 to 3, it will break. But from SS1, the child if he move, if he stop school, go learn. Now so China they do one. Either you want learn photography or how to repair mechanic, how to repair photo, how to repair handset, anything at all when the child feel learn in SS1, school suppose provide the technical education facility where the children go, they learn, will they use. But in Nigerian society today, we know they do that one. Oh. School will just run till SS3. It be like say that one will even be the minimum. Until the child gets there, it will be like say now illiterate. Now the child be, it will must write SSC and then it must aspire to go to university. The educational system for Nigeria, as enshrined in that book, National Policy on Education, be not talk say we must all go to university. There is no such provision. It is supposed from SS1 you will go learn trade, but those one who will still go school can go higher into higher institution. Then the last stage, 6
that place say we must not all, that is not compulsory for school.
Everybody must not go to school. You must not go to university. But you must get up to JS3. You may not get to SS1. They will study the child. Anything when you feel do after JS3, if not craft, carpentry, woodwork, photography, mechanics, painting, bricklaying, anything at all that the child is able to do, it then will encourage them. The sisters suppose provide all the things where they feel learn. No, don't be say go say I want to go learn. There's nothing in such school. In fact, in Edo, for example, there is no such school apart from the one in maybe BTC, that Benin Technical College, where they don't upgrade. That is the only technical school where you will say yes, children are actually free to go to. We must praise the governor there. He don't do some beautiful work for there, and people really just city, they feel go there, go study, and they will become better citizens. They will become economically empowered. They will be self-reliant, and anything where they want to aspire to do, they will feel do. But those who feel come out, go higher, go reach JSS3, if you write school set and go to university. In the university, they say education is a private good and a public good. I will explain what that one mean for that policy. They say university system now function of the parent is not supposed free at all, because if a parent say make a pikin go university, now two things now you want to achieve, either for the private development or for public development.
We will pause there.
Yeah.
We'll pause here today so that by next week we'll continue. Before we come out, we will look for another professor. Come. Why we bring out? It can't become issue of concern. If you do the university system, or you know about the university system, from my own research work, PhD work for public universities in Nigeria, why they long? I'm not saying you know if you answer the question, but PhD students, yes. You see people say 6 years, 8 years. Yes. Most of those professors say, you see, I took 8 years, 9 years, 12 years to do my PhD. But when they go abroad, 2 years,
3 years,
3 years, they don't get PhD. Yeah. But yeah, they go use that thing, suffer the picking, no, suffer the people. That's number one. 2, may also research also show say research work of any PhD student, the way it's supposed to be, is supposed to solve a problem. I believe so.
Yes.
As a God, you know,
they go contribute to body of knowledge.
Body of knowledge that will solve a problem. Either university you go come get water, or you go come to use nuclear solar power, yes. Or solar system, yes. Or they go get something, or there must be a problem.
New teaching method.
Or new teaching method, or an approach, yes. To solve a problem in the society. Yes. But all the research work, in all this PhD and all of this work.
Now stories.
Now stories. So, you want to talk small?
I want to.
Okay, just talk small because I'm not today again.
You see, my brother, it's not like say, yes, you are right. Some lecturers fit tell students, say, yes, in doing your own 8 years, you must not do your own in 4 years or co or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, say, even when the research work is very good, remember, research that money. who go sponsor the idea of this new chap. Even professors for university get current issues wey they like to prove, wey they like to test. Who go fund am? Make you wait make month end, make dem pay am salary, make come go dey use the research dey play for inside lab when him wife and children need to feed for house.
All right, Professor Iyasele, right? Former ASU chairman. By next week Monday, I go beg your wife, she go come in, come explain to us why this thing be like that. Because now we will begin to ask questions about some things. Not be tomorrow, now. Not be say when it's late. Anyway, I also want to congratulate the new VC for Uniben. Yes, you know what they talk about? I know the quick talk. I go Uniben last week. I see one woman. I see somebody, they come. I always say, the person wear short knicker. It be like, wear short knicker, just a part, just a part. Now, of course, who is this person? I call it, you know, I always say some people, they full on. Why? Inside hostel, at that time, around 8 o'clock in the night. I say, no, na VC be this so, na VC be this so. As at that time, she was checking different hostels. They ask student questions. Yes. Not just that, not be you go talk, me go talk, na me be journalist. This woman can't even get phone number. This phone number, and when you put for ground, I will say, any lecturer harass you for inside the institution, just call this number. If there's anything that I said to harass my person, say, come buy book or anything, you get like, so they feed the student, they reach out directly. Not even to the right step, so we won't do one thing. And the thing, come let's say the organizers. So I really want to appreciate and congratulate you for that good work when you do. Yes.
You see, my brother, for that one where you talk about the VC, not true. Because she prepared for the job.
That is the thing. Now that one, that be the next thing.
That now waiting I expect. Say you journalist.
That be the next thing.
Are you prepared for leadership?
That be the next thing. When we say me will do, because I don't also go find out from somebody who is also the head of another institution too. I asked that one, say, why did they do this the way they do? He come to me and say, look, before now, he'd already prepared 21-point agenda that one day, if he head a university or a government starter, see waiting he go do.
And that one is called planning.
So what are the
expectations?
Expectations of people he already get. And so as he entered there, he just flow. Not for first time, but I really want to commend the Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin for that thing we say to do. And I believe say whoever will be enter any office, leadership, not forget, to be a governor, to be deputy governor, commissioner, anything, Vice Chancellor, na responsibility, na work. It's called to service, not be there to sit down for a condition. All right, we wish you a very blissful and sweet weekend, and all people will see the watch this program for any part of the world. Very apologize, yes, we're not for each other. By Monday, hopefully, we go open our lines, we'll bring that professor come answer some questions, and from there, we'll know the next line of action, and you too, you will contribute. Until next week, my brother for us, I greet you.
Thank you.
Okay, I greet you too. And also, today. Until next week, Monday, God bless Nigeria.